What's up, guys? We're back at our Aubrey Barndominium. I want to show you guys some of the progress that's been coming along here on this build. I was here last time talking to you guys about the steel framing and what's included as far as how much steel do we use on a barndominium. And this is all living quarters. So you can see where we've got the zip system. This is more of a monitor style framing that you're seeing here, where you have the bump up there in the middle. It kind of is inspired by our Sadler barndominium, you guys might remember, but it does step up a little bit, which is very similar to what you're seeing us do on our Barry project. So this is going to be a very nice one. They've got the black windows on the exterior with white on the interior. We're going to get inside. I'm going to show you guys what we've got going on here when it comes to the layout. There is a detached shop or covered parking area, which I'll tell you a little bit more information about that. A lot of great things, I think, when it comes to barndominiums about this project. So stuff you're going to be interested in seeing. So I'm going to take you guys inside. I hope you enjoy this video. Let's get it going. Yeah, so you can see guys have been here, installed windows, and we've had quite a bit of progress done on the inside. We actually have more liquid flashing work to do all around this property, but you can start to see where some of our penetrations, all that stuff is being handled. This is something that we've started doing, is boxing out around our water faucets. This is the Aqua. This is a black case here. It's still got the protective plastic on it, but it is a matted black, which is kind of nice. And that'll be the water faucet right there. This is the non-freeze wall hydrant. So we float this off the wall a little bit so that we can box around it with our J-trim and metal panels. So you'll see how all that flashes in when it's all said and done. That's a detail that we do, and because that is white, we're probably going to end up with white panels, I would imagine. You can also see we're going to have a tankless hot water heater here that's still yet to be put in the wall. That's still got to be done. And we've got a lot of our electrical outlets, all that stuff moving through there. I'm going to take you guys inside. This is a nice double door 6/8 entry, stainable. And as we come in here, you can see the effects of all that monitor style barndominium. You can see the effects of what this gives me when it comes to ceiling height. One of the things that's probably a little more unique about this particular build, you technically probably could have stick framed most of this because we don't have major spans, right? But we went ahead and we did utilize the steel where we can to create these free spans. Where it really comes in for us to an advantage is when you come into the ceiling spaces like this. You see we're working with very minimal ceiling space up there, and we're able to provide a very strong structural free span across there where no bracing is needed, giving us the absolute most clear usable space for mechanicals as possible. And we don't have a lot of space, but you probably do have 30 inches or so when you get to this side. And of course it comes down very rapidly here on this side. So how do we deal with that? Here on the kitchen area, you can see behind that wall, that's all framed back, and you can see where all the mechanicals are going into place. You're going to have your exhaust fan for your kitchen that goes back out this way. And this is our vertical beam support that goes up and over for the overall steel frame. That's the only beam that will be exposed. Now they may want to box this in to create that feel all the way through here, but it does kind of divide up the space here in this particular area. We do have a fireplace here, which this is a really nice feel to this barndominium. I don't recall the square footage. I want to say it's right around 1,500 square feet. It might be bigger, actually. I'll get that for you here in just a second. But you can see the kitchen space is going to go here. That's a back door that technically is facing the road, but it also leads back to where the shop will be, or parking area. And you'll have sort of a little mudroom area that flows to a utility room with laundry right here. And that will go back to the master closet. But I'm going to take you guys back around here. You can see this is where the main utilities will be for power. All that's coming in right there. We've got a bedroom right here, another bedroom over here with a bathroom right here. So this could be used as an office or could serve bathroom for both rooms. So you do have your guest bathroom will kind of be right here off of the main living area, and it will also be served from this bedroom. So this room will have access. This will be like a pocket door, I believe, that's probably going here, or a double open door. I'm not for certain. And they've got a efficiency closet right there, really nice. And then on this other side, keep in mind this is how we're having to contend with utilities without having to lower the ceiling here. We are doing that from those spaces. So our air conditioning is coming in right there. As we come through here, this is the master bedroom right off of the main living area. 9-foot ceilings throughout. And I was telling you guys about these windows. I believe these are an elevate window. They have a good option for black to be dipped on the other side. So if you want that black look, you can have that black on one side and white on the other. But to get a solid black window, it does cost quite a bit more. But this has been a good option for folks when it comes to color of windows. You can see how we are using the zip system to frame inside. This just creates protective barrier all the way around. Of course, we have the liquid flashing as well for our under seal for underneath those places. And then we use the liquid flashing on the outside to flash all that in. A lot of zip system is coordinated into the design of our builds because we really like it. We like the results that we have from it. And then you can see around the bottom, we have this sealed around the treated plate. And then you can see we actually come in and did this spray foam on the ceilings before we ran all of our air conditioning, so that it was something that we didn't have limited space with. That's one thing that we started doing. This is the master bedroom, and this is a 6-inch stud wall that we got here with the zip system on the outside. So in this particular envelope filled wall cavity, we have open cell foam being used in those areas. And then right direct to the roof, we're using closed cell foam. So this will be a shower with tub combo right here, open shower area, and 2-sink vanity over here, toilet area right here. And I believe this is a barn door. This is what I was talking about. These get framed open and put into place. So we still need to get that out here on location. This is a nice closet right here off of the main master bathroom. So again, just trying to give you guys the layout. You can kind of see we got a lot of mechanical stuff that does come across here. This will be for the condenser as it comes down this wall and goes out that wall. And this flows back to that utility room. So overall, a pretty simple design that you guys are seeing here. And again, all the trades have been in here. I believe our next thing at this point, which we're really close to doing, is sheetrock. We do have to get our tankless water heater put in. That should be going in fairly soon. I'll have to check on that. And then at this stage of the game, like all the talks of cabinets, all that stuff is well on its way, because we'll do like renders for the cabinetry and or drawings, I guess, to get approved with the clients for the cabinet work that we're going to do. And then right now, sheetrock should be coming, and they'll be loading that in here, and we'll start doing all the drywall. So hopefully by the time the drywall's ready, we'll have the cabinets ready. And then you're moving on to trim carpentry, millwork, installing all the doors, all that stuff will get delivered. So at this stage of the game, on the critical path is drywall. That's what's going to keep progressing this project forward. So you can see this is a good size, feeling open area. And I do like that we had that big window right there. That's got to happen, right? When you have a big open vaulted area, like having the window up there really makes a lot of sense. And the porch on the outside kind of splits that too. So you're not limiting yourself to the natural light for this space. I'm a big fan of that, actually, having as much windows as possible. They actually shifted and positioned this to where they'll have this accessibility here facing the back, because this is kind of a generational type property. They have family next door. All of the stuff that's going on back behind here will be more family related. They will have the corner pantry right here off the kitchen, and there will be an island as well right here. So a really nice 3-bedroom, 2-bath, 1,500 square feet, I just checked, of living square footage. We got like 300 square foot of porch space and a near 600 square foot covered parking area that you can see over here. This is a breezeway that will connect coming out here. Now, since we've started this project, clients actually now want to close a lot of this in, which is no problem when it comes to foundation, because all of the foundation has been engineered and there's plenty of support here for whatever other weight we need to add to this when it comes to walls. So it's kind of built for all that. We just got to be able to coordinate getting the framing crew back over here to take on some of that. The only thing that I would say I wish that we would have known is we don't have our sheet ledge in this spot. So we'll have to really seal around those areas and do some kicker flashings. This is what that sheet ledge should look like, where it steps down. And I show you guys this all the time, but this is the foundation level. This is that sheet ledge. So we won't have that here on this spot, but we'll be able to seal it off, sort of like we do in a remodel situation, or where somebody's doing an addition and something like that needs to be done. But yeah, this is going to be a really nice build. You guys are going to want to follow along. It's got the detached shop is what it's going to be now, and the monitor style living quarters right here, 1,500 square foot. Beautiful setup. It's definitely one that you're going to want to follow along for. Very reasonably sized, but it's got some really nice setups when it comes to the inside. So it's going to be a real sizable master suite and a nice, good feeling, open living room area. So if you guys haven't already subscribed to the channel, please do that now. If you're interested in seeing what we've got when it comes to plans like this available on our website, check it out at bestbarndoplans.com. We've got a lot more like this. So also on the plan site, you can get a quote. There's a link right there to get a quote for any of the plans that we have when it comes to a turnkey build if you're in our area. We would love to bid on your project. We would also like for you to contact us if you have some questions about plans. Give us a call at the office. We got a lot more barndos like this coming, and tour videos as well. So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, please do that now. Don't forget to follow us on Facebook and Instagram. I'm Josh Helm, wishing you all the best. Thanks for watching. Texas Best.